And we are live. And now we gotta do a little fine-tune adjustments, right? Because that's how we start, right? Next up, activate. Double check that this works. Welcome. Boom. We're in. Drop this down here. No. I'll put that behind everything for now. And then the final one, we go here. I think this is how we get this to work. We activate the source. We go in. Once we're there, just come down. We go to it. You see me chilling there. That's nice. Then we hit the connect here. Now, if I hit welcome, comes in. Cool beans. We got it all going. I love Lego. That's what we said today, right? Is that hopefully that's what's getting posted? I love Lego. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. And yeah, we good to go. Good to go. I just double check everything. Live there. Let's see. Go to live. It does the double thing. Okay, cool. It's gonna be a short stream. I'm watching my kid, usually Mondays and Fridays. Although that will be changing next week. I will be, he will be going to daycare full time next week. Which on one hand is nice. I'll have a little bit extra time now on a Monday and Friday. We'll stream and get other stuff done. But on the other hand, I'm definitely gonna miss him. So yeah. Let's see. We're in my expert world. We're going to be. This seems to be pretty set up nicely. We're gonna be grabbing some gems from everyone. And so hope everyone's Friday's going well. Hope that's Valentine's Day. Whether you celebrate it or not, hopefully you don't let it either get to you or stress you out. You know, I back when I was starting college and like my senior year of high school, I actually worked at a Hallmark store. Huh? How about that? A Hallmark in the mall. And I'll tell you right now, Valentine's Day at Hallmark is busier than Christmas. And I always just say, no shade at Hallmark, but I always felt like Hallmark was the store you go into when you didn't know what to buy somebody. We had a lot of trinkets with a lot of little poems on them. To my aunt. What a grandmother is. But yeah, I'll say Christmas is like a week of busyness in Hallmark, but like Valentine's Day, that was just nonstop, just busiest could be. You know. But I feel like today streaming wise, a lot of people are streaming today. At least from the people that I follow, um, which is cool. It's good and bad. And then it's like people, the ones that watch all the Lego stuff that we get more spread out. But my buddy Opie, he's doing like a 24-hour stream. If you do know Opie Openstein, go over to him, send him some love, because he's going from 8 a.m. today to I think 8 p.m. tomorrow. So Godspeed, Opie. It's a subathon. Whoa. What was that? Oh, I'm sorry. I got scared for a second. I'm like backwards. We want this. That's what we want. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, I'm doubled up on the, wow, way to go, Emerald. I should have asked Epic why he said Emerald was his favorite. He was like, I like Emerald, but it's like, maybe just because he likes the color green. I had to get the new Iron Man skins. I mean, I leave it to Epic to prey on my fandom of my favorite superhero. O'Shea Jackson. I just build bro on my village. Oh yeah? I mean, I would, but probably I won't be able to do that today. Maybe sometime this weekend or next week I'd be willing to. My playtime today is a little limited, so I kind of just want to work on some stuff where I'm at. Well, I honestly, man, like, not right now. I appreciate the invite though. My only other suggestion would be, if you really want to show it off, is there's a lot of different Lego Discords that you could follow. I have one as well, which is pretty small, but you can make a quick little video. You can post. Reddit, the Lego Fortnite Reddit is also a good place to post, as long as you keep it under, I think, 30 minutes. You can just post right to the subreddit. But I just got a bunch of nonsense that I want to take care of. Come on, bro. Tell me what you think. In and out. I was like, why do you need my opinion so bad? That's my question. What does my opinion got to do with anything? Do you like your village? Do your friends like your village? I appreciate that. But I would just say, like I said, I only have an hour to hop in and out of things right now, and I just kind of want to get some stuff going. Have any Lego friends? Well, if you stick around here, you'll definitely make a bunch of Lego friends. Like I said, there's a lot of different Discords. You have one modern build. That's cool. I like the when people like do like modern takes, using like the resources. But like I said, today, very limited time. I'm gonna just chill here. Sometimes at the end of a stream, if it's like near the end, and like I'm like, all right, then I'll hop in. I can always do that. Just making sure. Yes, I play on PC. So I originally started Lego Fortnite on PlayStation 5. And then I needed a new PC, or needed a new computer. My old computer was a Mac. It was old and it died. Graphics card went, and that's it. I got a new PC, and then I've slowly been You know, and I started streaming on PS5 too. And then once I got the PC, it was mostly for like work and stuff like that. But I slowly was like, I can use this computer for gaming too. And then I slowly just started like, well, okay, Fortnite. I was like, Lego Fortnite. I'm like, that works. And then that's when I started like really realizing streaming would be just easier and better on a PC, because OBS is like allows you to do so much more. You can catch a higher resolution footage and stuff like that. So that's good. You can play on your MacBook as well. I would even say if you play, I've heard things. I haven't tried it, but it's kind of apparently expensive. But if you get like a good capture card, then you can play. Then you can still play on your PS5 and then go through OBS. Oh no, I'm asking. I don't know. You'd have to just. I mean, the you just have to try it. I do know that Apple and Epic don't really get along, which is why like you can't play. Like you can play Fortnite on like mobile devices as long as they're Android. Apple doesn't like the fact that Epic has its own store. So Apple's like, I want to take a cut of your money when you people buy things through us type of nonsense. So, I don't know. Plus, in general, Macs still are not known so much for gaming. Very few stuff gets ported to Mac, even though they're kind of similar. So I'm not sure. Probably can just Google it. If I just Googled, can I play Fortnite on my MacBook? Let's see. I'll do. It says, I don't know what kind of MacBook you have. Seems MacBook Air. I don't know. I'm just gonna say MacBook Air. Fortnite is available to download on Mac with Epic Games Launcher, but you can only play the older version, 13.4. That's what it's saying here. Can a MacBook Air run Fortnite? Apple terminated our ability to develop Fortnite for Mac back in 2020 without explanation. After the return of iOS in the European Union in 2024, the August 2020 version of Fortnite no longer works on iOS, Pad OS, Mac OS. So I was kind of right. Epic and Apple do not get along, and Apple seems to not want Fortnite on their things, and I think it's because all these giant tech people, they all want their own fucking store. Buy through me, and so it's like, I mean, even on PS5, if you notice, it's like you don't download Fortnite, you download like the Fortnite app, and then everything's like in that, you know. But it's like, not to get into like all of it, but it's like, well, it's almost like a monopoly. And yeah, something where Apple lost a lawsuit in the UK. So like, you can play Fortnite on your iPhones if you live in the UK, but not here. Not in USA. Oh, so if you're in the UK, maybe you know. But yeah. Personally, I'd probably just stick to PS5 in the meantime. I mean, I use my PS5 controller. My thing is still not showing myself here. What is this? What is this? Okay. Let's see. Oh, why are we going with the bad frames right now? I hate when that happens. Either way. My main goal right now, I think it's bus stop 7. Grandmaster Ong, what's good? How you doing? Or Gmo, I like that one. How are you? Happy Friday. Yeah, TGIF. I pulled the trigger. I bought the Iron Man skins. I feel mixed about it. At first I was really excited about them, and then someone pointed out that like from like the middle of the torso down to their legs is it's like the same. But they just kind of like changed the color of it. And I was like, man, but Iron Man's my favorite superhero, so I had to. One more day of work. Get through it, and you got 3-day weekend, baby. That's always so good. That extra day. It's FCK, the skin. It's cool. I don't know. You saw it. Did you see the leaks or whatever? I mean, it's out. It's been in the shop. Oh, you spent the only DBZ skins I got Vegeta because I love Vegeta, and then I got Cell. I bought Cell because I was like, he just looks crazy, and I like that you can change him. Yeah, dude. Well, I ended up doing the subscription now because that's just like your best bang for your buck. And honestly, the Iron Man is like, I mean, okay, was it 25? It's like $20, but you basically get 4 skins and then 4 different color variations. That's pretty good. Yeah, Cell looks nuts, and then the fact you can change him from like the bug looking version to like the more human looking version, I think is cool. And then of course like the Vegeta came with like the that cool power up emote. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, I try not to spend as much. I feel like the battle passes and everything give you enough. I even bought the freaking ninja the cyber peely one that's like in the shop. You have to spend real money on that too. But overall, I try not to now, especially since I have the subscription. Yeah, I didn't get Frieza either. The thing is like, I find my problem is like for the Iron Man one, like I'm using them now, but like I don't think I'm gonna use them that much. Like I used Iron Man a lot in the Marvel season because they had the gauntlets and everything. But like, it Jinx and Attack on Titan back, yeah. But again, it's like some of these I just want, but like they're not gonna be skins that I use. It's like I just want them because I'm like I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that guy. He looks cool. Let me just have him in my collection. And that's not a good way to do it because it's just like, well, why am I even have these skins? I bought Ghost Rider. I mean, truthfully, Ghost Rider even as like a Lego skin looks really awesome. Also, another thing is I tend to avoid, unfortunately, I tend to avoid the anime skins because they're cell shaded and they don't come with a Lego variant, which is a bummer. Yeah, and there's some I had to like, and then also it's like I have a 3-year-old, and it's like then like he's like, I'm showing him some games and stuff. Yeah, that's how they get you. And the thing is like he a while ago picked out like at the store he picked out like the McLaren car, and then like the McLaren car is in this game, so I was like, all right, I got to get the McLaren. So I want to show him like, look, Leo, like the McLaren's in the game, and he could like that's the car we use. And then like he likes the song I like to move it, move it. I got the emote. I'm like, look, it's the emote, like. But now, I'm doing some remodeling to this. Yeah, they don't do any Lego variants to like the cell shaded stuff, and then I think anything that's kind of like violent, like the Deadpool skin, like, and even though there actually does exist a Lego variant. There's actually a Lego minifig of Deadpool. They don't have a Lego minifig Deadpool, I guess, because it's more violent. And then they've also been doing this weird thing where, like, the devil characters, like, I don't know his name, it's like Mephisto or like the devil ones with the horns. Their regular skins are, they're red, but then the Lego version, they're more of like a pink. And it's like Lego's thing where they don't like, I guess, violence and stuff. Interestingly enough, I also heard that like Lego, they don't make they don't make any modern day guns. They'll do space guns, they'll do old timey guns, but no like modern day like war stuff. And actually, if you think about it, they don't do any war. Like they don't have any tanks. They don't do any like fighter jets. You know, it's all so it's all sci-fi, spacey, but they don't do any type of I think military type of things. Yeah, that's probably like their I don't know like code of conduct in order to keep it more uh, for kids. I mean, there are some really cool like I was saying like I have this really cool what's it called? They're called My Build. I was like, if you ever get a chance, go on YouTube and type in just type in My Build. I think My Build Mecha Frame, and they're pretty cool. Like off the they're kind of off the like different like they're not Lego. There's some other make, but they're built pretty well, and they're like you can fit a Lego guy inside of them, and they're mechs. And then if you go on YouTube, there's like somebody did some like really sick mech battle stop motion with these like mech frames. Oh, that's cool. The Temu David. Yeah, they're getting good. I'm really tempted to get my favorite car is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. I don't know if I think I might have mentioned this before, but I want to get like a Lego. They don't have a Lego version of it, but there's like other companies now that make like an Evo one, and I kind of want to get that. This is actually expert Jess Lee to answer your question. As far as what crazy Legos I have in real life, I noticed on stream yesterday you have the Fortnite battle bus. I do too. I haven't put it together yet. My wife, she's she's not a big Lego person, but her favorite F1 race car driver is Ayrton Senna. There's actually a cool like mini series on Netflix right now. But they had the F1 McLaren Senna, so she got that. I have a couple like the thing is like I have a lot at my parents' house. I still have like a lot of like the Aquanauts. I got the Magnetron, the Blacktron. I got some of the ice ones. I still have the vintage blue like the pirate ship that has like the blue and white sails. I saw the other day if you Google that, it's like $700 now on like eBay. Which I don't know, that's eBay, but you know. Overcoat. Hello, Overcoat. Overcoated cat. I like that name. I have the packaging and the pieces, but it's all apart. But it's a vintage, like the old school, like Robin Hood sets. You know, they all had like the little green hats and the green with the bow and arrows, and it was like a little hideout cave thing. So I have a lot of like Legos. I would say my craziest one though probably now is the battle bus. I mean the other Aquanaut ones that I have are pretty cool, and then I have just a giant bin of like the old like police boat and lifeguard boat. I had a cool hospital double propeller helicopter that actually had like a battery with little lights that would flash on it. That I think is away now too. But yeah, you know, my whole thing is I live in a small apartment, and I didn't put together the battle bus or the F1 racer yet because we don't really have space for it. So I'm trying to convince my wife to get like a big cabinet that we can display everything, and then I want to get a bunch from my parents' house and bring them and be like, you know, the real dream is to have a full-on man cave one day, right? Get the man cave, have a whole section for just Legos, and then a whole section for games, and then I'll be living the dream. All right, well, let's see here. I'm going to try... I want to make... Okay, so two things. One, this has got to go. Sorry. I'm just gonna put this down here for now. Put that there for now. And yeah, the to go back to what you're saying, the Lancers, yeah, being my favorite. I was looking. It's funny for Valentine's Day. Like I'm like my son loves Hot Wheels cars, so I I'm already doing the Lego thing. I'm not gonna be trying to collect Hot Wheels cars, but he's got tons of them. My only rule is now, because he kind of got me into cars again, is anything Evo Lancers I'll get. And so to play with my son, she got me the Evo 6 Lancer Hot Wheels. It's the Forza edition. It's like funny. Me and my one friend, we always ask us like, what is with us where we just love to collect things. Well, let's see here. Okay, I'm building this up again. My whole thing is I want to make this castle kind of more have rooms than just like pathways. And so oh, the thing I was gonna say about the Lancers, I like to think of it as like, for me, it's the perfect car. And it's my criteria is very limited, but I like that it's 4-door, because I hate getting into 2-door cars. Anybody that has to get into a back seat and they have to like lean forward, hey, get in, oh, get in. That shit sucks. Even like getting packages. Oh, I got a bag, let me stuff it to the back. It's like bullshit. You know, and then you have longer doors, you know, like parking next to somebody. Like, fuck that. 4 doors all the way. The Lancer's a 4-door car. And it's all-wheel drive. And if you've ever been in snow, all-wheel drive is the shit. Okay. So look at this. This is my plan. I'm gonna make like a. Can I make a hallway, or should I like make the whole? No, I'm gonna make it like a little bridge, kind of thing. My goal for this castle is to make it like a. Hey, Segmate. I'm sorry, I said your name wrong there. How's the new Iron Man skin? What's the difference from the old one? Well, one, the color is definitely different. The new Iron Man skin is definitely more red and gold, where the old Iron Man skin felt more like a maroon and like a more muted or matted gold. So it's definitely shinier. The other thing I would say besides that, you know, you get 4 variants of the skin itself and then 4 different colors. So that's kind of cool. I can actually let me see, I can show you guys real quick. Let's see. Yeah, watch. The only thing that kind of got me down about it, and I didn't notice it at first, someone pointed out that how basically from like the mid torso down, see like from the mid. So here it is. Actually, here first I'll go like this. I can go a low character, and you can kind of see the difference. Here's the old Iron Man skin. Well, this is I didn't get the OG one. This came with the Marvel season. But you can see how the colors are very more muted, and then the new one is like this, right? And then I got this skin, but you have these styles. You got that, like, which is like classic. Well, let me go like, all right, so it's like this is like alpha. Then you got the prime skin, which is pretty cool. You got ultimate. It's alright. And then you got classic. And then with that, you get the variants, which you got this one, which is pretty cool. You got this one, which is actually kind of like the same color scheme as Marvel Rivals, if you get that one skin. And then you have the Doom skin, But the thing is, and someone pointed out, well, this one here, like if you look at like, see again, look at the legs. Look at the legs. They didn't change anything. The legs are all the freaking same. They're all the same legs. They just colored them differently. And so if like you go back to the old school Iron Man, like the classic one didn't have armor like that for his things. And then even if you look at the waist to the mid torso, it's all the same. All the same. I didn't even notice that at first, and I was like, God damn. They did nothing to change that. They changed the shoulders a bit. They changed the circle and the chest piece. And then I think even like on the back, like is, oh, like that's the spine area, right? Yeah. All the same. So kind of a bummer with that. I like the classic. I mean, this one's cool too. Pretty standard. I don't know if you remember the old school arcade game, the Captain America and the Avengers, the arcade game. But what was cool about those skins was like on the Iron Man, like how he has like his forearms and like his calves. They made like that part of like the suit like bigger, kind of like Mega Man. You know, like it kind of bubbled out more, and I thought that was really cool. But you know, also for all the color variants, I would have loved like the red and silver Iron Man one. Like that would be a good one to do. But you know, it is Iron Man's my favorite superhero, so I kind of had to do it. They kind of got me with that. I'm being bad. I shouldn't be spending money, but I did. Just don't tell anybody. Don't tell my wife. And maybe she'll understand. But honey, it's Iron Man. Alright, I'm gonna have to smash this too. Do we have room? Yeah, we got room. I like what they did with the new jump launch pads, how they made them stronger. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna... I think we're just gonna start... Do I have enough? Okay, I do have enough. Let's do this. Let's start building. Let's do the... This was 12 by 2? 16 by 2. We get the big one. When I saw Batman Calling Beacon, I couldn't resist buying that because I have the Ninja Batman. Yeah, I got the Ninja Batman, and now I saw that they have like for like real money you can buy like a more standard Batman, and I'm like, motherfuckers. See, the thing is, I used to play Destiny 2. I used to play Destiny 2 a lot, and Destiny 2 really preyed on FOMO. So much stuff. Yeah, right. Like but like you start to realize if you play enough of these games, like right before Christmas, they started throwing out some really cool skins. You know, because it's like they know that like what's gonna happen is like people are gonna be like, oh awesome, I gotta get that, and they get that, right? And then the season like ends, and then the new season starts, and then they release even cooler skins, and it's like after Christmas now, and it's like, well, we know that you just spent money that you kind of had left over, and now you got some Christmas money, and why don't you spend that now too? And so they get you again. Like they try to make you, like sometimes when you know a cool skin is coming, they're gonna throw cool skins out at you first to get you, and it's like, man, like I mean, again, it's like these are giant corporations. FOMO was good for us. Oh, here comes, hey, yo. I want us to miss a lot of stuff. But that's the thing is, like, Destiny, what they do is they get you with the FOMO. But the thing was, like, the shit would always come back. Or the stuff that you, like, busted your ass to get, they end up, like getting rid of it or, like, making it crappy. And I know with Fortnite, I'm still super new to it, but I've seen it before in games where, like, the shit always comes back. The shit will always come back. But, like, apparently with Fortnite, they only started doing that recently. A lot of, like, the old seasonal skins, like, are just never coming back. Like, I can't get an OG Peely, right? OG Peely is never going to come back. For now. Because eventually, you just know. They're gonna... there's going to be some kind of thing, and it may not be the exact OG Peely. It'll be like, oh, he's got like a little thing, his color is a little different or something, just a little, but they'll do it and they'll put it like in the bottom or something, or they'll bundle it with some other pack, and they're going to get you with it. But normally, if you just have patience, the shit will, like, come back again. Like, I should have waited. Like, they didn't say anything about these, like, Iron Man skins being exclusive or anything like that. They're going to come back. But I just had to get it now because I was like, fuck it. But, yeah. Hey, I remember I worked hard walking to my bank in Destiny and forging and not forgotten. I'm an OG like that. Yeah, you son of a bitch. I worked my ass off getting it and not forgotten. the amount of times you had to go and get legendary and headshots and all that shit. And then they're like, oh, we're going to make that archetype weapon shitty now. And there's nothing you can do about it. And you're just like, well, okay. So you really gotta, like, try to fight the. I mean, you can't listen to me. I just bought the Iron Man stuff, but you just gotta remember that. I'm glad I'm one of the legends with that gun now. Yeah. Well, you know, even some of the bullshit people were complaining because apparently you had to do something to get the Unbroken title. Like, I thought I got the Unbroken title, and I did get it, and I thought I got it legit, but then people were complaining that, like, apparently something went wrong, and then everybody was able to get the Unbroken, like, title. And for people that don't know, in Destiny 2, you have to get to Legendary at 3 different seasons, and then you get the Unbroken title. And the thing was, like, I got it twice, and then I stopped playing Destiny for a long time, and I came back for, like, when they were going to, like, retire the Unbroken title. And it was like, last chance to get it. Once again, the fucking FOMO. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to miss out on getting this. And I literally got to, like, the final night. And I don't even think, for some reason, I think I almost got it or something. But then I woke up the next day and I got the Unbroken title. Or is it, I got the Undying Real Life Destiny 2 medal. Took me 2 years to get. Oh, yeah, that's right, the title. I got the Destiny shirt for completing something. I had friends that there was the bomber jacket. I wish I did that. That would have been a fun one to get. Oh man, but yeah. So anyway, speaking of, like, the FOMO and all that stuff. So now when it comes to you know, Fortnite and stuff, I try to just take those lessons that I learned from Destiny. Actually, you know what I want to try to do? I know this pops up, but let me... Might be even an earlier... I could do that. That might be kind of cool if I... Let me see what that looks like. Oh, that looks just stupid. Unless I do something like this. That might work. Let me see. That looks kind of cool. maybe I'll do that. Still allows to have a little flare. Where's that going? You remember how I die from stupid stuff but survive the impossible? Yeah. Destiny was fun, but like again, it just became so much. The gameplay was fun. It was the loop that they put you on that just became exhausting. Constantly having a flight, like you have all this technology. You have a spaceship. Why do I have to have a vault in town on a bank on a planet? So every time I have to go through stuff, or if I have a phone, which everyone does, but it's like I got to use an app. I'll use an app to access my vault. Like that's the design you came up with. Like everything in that game just made it feel like you felt like they designed it to just keep you playing, and not in like a fun way, like to keep you doing mundane shit. Sit in the bank for 30 minutes dismantling weapons because you have no more room because all three of your characters share of the same vault. Then you'd get a whole bunch of weapons, and they'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna retire these weapons." And it was just or like you couldn't pick what your gun rolled with, so you have to keep like a whole bunch of different ones in your bank, just because on the off chance when they did some kind of nerf or change, one of the guns that might not have been that great now is the better version. Like it's just fuck that shit. I like that. No, I'll put a window. I'm gonna put windows. Excuse me 1 second. Yeah. How's though? Hey, I'm at the doctor, so I'm gonna hop on later. Word up. Yeah, maybe we'll probably try to maybe either play. I don't know if this week, probably this weekend, possibly not, but maybe Monday or Tuesday, and then maybe we'll try to start prepping and getting some weapons together so we can take on the Storm King for a second time. G-Chat, I know Remy Mamacitas. I know him. He's a Batman to everything possible. He can counter anything annoying except Destiny 2. That's his mood kryptonite. You're getting exotic quality regret a rage from him right now. Yeah, it's kind of true. That game, it just... Yeah, it's just, again, like... I just don't like when a game disrespects my playtime. And that's really what that game does. And they talk about that in like game design, about respecting a player's playtime. Like if they're putting time into something, you reward them. Like that's what you do. Like, and like if you don't do that, you know, a player will get tired or tedious. Like, you know, they won't want to play anymore. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I like this. Like I've put extra levels to this castle now, so it just feels like. Hey, if I put a village square, will villagers come? Yes, you have to put down a village square, and then they'll come. You'll get rarer or like cooler villagers the higher the level of your village. Like, I think there's like a tier list somewhere. It just not so much rarity, but like you'll get different. The higher your village level, the more the different villagers come. Um, but and then yeah, you place and to keep them there, you have to place a bed within that perimeter. Yes, that's true. I never won a free car in the casino. Never. That shit's kind of funny. I think they did that on purpose. Rockstar knew. They knew. They knew what they were doing. They were like, "Yo, Remy, you're never gonna get. You're never gonna get. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it." Just yeah. GTA, that game is so good. What are we doing with this now? Up here, up, boom, boom, boom. Keep that level. Up though. Give it a little bit more time. Oh, not interiors, exterior. I remember not having played for 2 years, and I spin the wheel and won a new car. Easy clap. It's not random. It takes villain skill. I used to try everything, like changing the way I would, like roll it, like with a joystick, like up or down, or nothing worked. Game just hated me. You're like, go screw yourself, Remy. You know what the most fun part of this is going to be? Is trying to do these freaking... this roof. Also, I kind of want to... What's going on, Rob? I won several cars from the GTA. Yeah, see? I won none. I think even when my buddy Sluggo played, he was brand new to the game and he spun the wheel and got a car. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, dude, never got a car. That was bullshit. How am I gonna do this? I'd like this to be, budge. I know what I'm gonna have to do. I don't know, but I'm not gonna like it. Not gonna like it. We're gonna do something. Life be lifing. Still want to move out of this house so much, but rent is too expensive. Ugh, yeah. Rent is too damn high. Let's see if I can... What does this do if I take this out? That's not so bad. Not so bad. Oh, that's not that bad at all. I don't think. We'll see. We shall see. Where's the short pieces? Let me guess. Oh, that's not so bad. I could. You know? Don't worry, Remy. You're gonna go into GTA 6 online with no free car still. You're gonna hold a grudge. You're gonna become toxic. Then I'll be so proud. I'll cry blood. Yes. Oh, oh, this is fine. I think this is fine. Do that like that. That's not so bad. And then on this side, if I really wanted to, build this all up. Like, I could just keep that and then build a nice little trim. A trimmy trim. Could have done the same up here too, I guess. Could have kept the trim. That's okay. Then again, Remy, you was in Lego Fortnite. You rode a flying ship, a banana car, all kinds of cool stuff on them caverns and Colombo streams. That makes me salty. Chat, we ride at dawn. Yeah, caverns and Colombos, man. And that's Long Tom in the Long Tom Lounge. He is quite the builder. There's actually a bunch of people that are like really like I thought I was pretty good at building stuff, but the last stream you should have seen. It's you can check. He did like a full on flying dragon that had like walking legs and everything. We were like getting chased by a giant dragon he made, and then he made it his like flying unicorn attack it. And it's really cool, like the whole idea that he's come up with like basically taking Dungeons and Dragons and then modding it and modifying it to fit into Lego, and then basically creating his own, you know, thing. I mean, and he's really good. We were talking about the other day how I love his whole, like, he plays on the words and stuff, like Dungeons and Dragons, Caverns, which is like a dungeon, and Colombos, which is like a dragon. And he's been able to convert like the charms that you put on as to like how much armor you can have. Yeah. I mean, if you're into like, even if you're not into Dungeons and Dragons or like that kind of like role playing stuff, still like if you drop by and you come and watch a bit, you're gonna see some crazy creative builds. In fact, actually last stream too, we ended up in a cave, and he kind of made it where it was like a banana farm where they were growing peely characters and using them as batteries. Like that was the whole kind of story behind it. And he used like a bunch of different of like the parts to make it look. And I kind of was able to get that vibe from what he built. And he was saying, I was so happy you guys like figured out like what was going on. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put the trim. Trim triminy, true. I'm gonna keep this, I think, because we can still build a wall. right? This will still fit here. So that'll look kind of cool. We'll do that. Leo's waking up. Don't wake up yet. It's 2 o'clock. He should be. So I want to give a shout out to, just seeing this now in my my TikTok. I want to a little shout out to Mark who followed me. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. So let's go Fortnite. Hell yeah. I have to say, like, the Lego Fortnite is what got me into Fortnite. I fully drank the Kool-Aid. I've mentioned before, like, in the beginning, I didn't like Fortnite, not because of the style or whatever. I wasn't a big fan of Battle Royale games in the beginning. And that was because I felt like I didn't like the RNG of having to find weapons to determine if you were going to do well or not. So for a long time I didn't. Yeah, and they definitely expanded and they did a lot. They've been doing a lot of things really, really right. But yeah, in the beginning I was just not a fan. Oh look, this is gonna have to be an interior wall here. Really? This is gonna be an interior wall? I'm not gonna. I don't like that. We're gonna have to get rid of these. But yeah, basically, once, like, when I was a big fan of Fortnite, I started playing in 2018 and haven't played video games in 20 years. Oh wow, so they got you too. I've basically been playing video games like all my life. Basically, probably non-stop in terms of gaming. But when COVID hit, well, like right before COVID, my friends who used to game, were gamers back in the day but never touched a console since, picked up PlayStations and got into Call of Duty as well. And we were all playing Warzone. And I even forgot how, like, I got into it, but I was like, I'll give it a shot. I think what I liked about Warzone was I liked that you could buy your loadout. So it felt like, okay, well, as long as I got my loadout, I don't have to rely on the RNG of the weapons as much. Like, you just had to get your money and then buy your loadout, and then you were good. And it felt a bit more, at the time I cared about skill or whatever, And that was kind of how I got accepted the whole battle royale. And then I fell in love because, like, Warzone, OG Warzone, it felt like you gave yourself objectives. Battles weren't like the typical multiplayer where, like, one side versus the other side and, like, people spawn and you knew where people spawned and you spawn camped them, or everyone was going to come from a certain spot, or, like, people knew what the hiding spots were because it was the same maps over and over again. It was like Warzone was like this thing where, like, battles could take place anywhere. They happen from different vantage points. You might have a mission to go somewhere, then your friend dies, so now you have to instead go buy him back. So it was just it felt like the most fluid. And I was a big fan of Battlefield before that, like those large scale kind of fights. But yeah, but as most of these games go, they get greedy and they introduce a whole bunch of nonsense and, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, after a while, I was like, I'm done with Warzone. But then, yeah, I came into basically Lego because I wanted something that was chill. I didn't want to play. I was like, I kind of was like, I don't want to say burned out, but you're burned out. Like, and actually, I was coming off of Armored Core 6, and that was fun. I enjoyed that. Then I did the PvP and got S rank on that. But then I was like, I kind of want something that wasn't so, like, something a bit more chill. And I took a chance on Lego Fortnite, and I was like, this is relaxing and nice, and kind of just went from there. And I was very hesitant to dive into the Battle Royale aspect, because I was like, I don't want to get sucked in to that kind of world again of like being toxic, or like, you know, this is broken, this is cheesy, this is and, you know, and then like, excuse me, on the grind of trying to rank up or all that kind of stuff. But I slowly like eased myself back in. Part of the reason like I like to use Peely a lot is like I try to like use that as to remind myself that it's not so serious. You know, I'm a giant banana. You know, like that's what you're up against, a giant banana. You know, and since then it's like I still can get a little salty at times, but I don't think, you know, it's a healthy amount. I'm not gonna, you know, the healthy amount of sodium. Let's you're gonna use the old school? Let's go with these, because this is oh, it needs supporting piece. I don't know why it does that. Load down. Come on. Weird why it does that. Like it can't. There it is. Do 2 more big windows. Oh, maybe just 1 big window. That works. Actually, no. You know what? Put that big window here. Yeah, the smashing buttons. Oh, and, you know, actually, and the other thing I would say too is that for a long time on Fortnite, like I'm a console. I always felt like I was decently adapted to PC and keyboard. Like I could do that fairly well, but I've always played on console. I never had really a PC gaming rig, and Fortnite to me was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into whole building. I find it surprising I played so much Fortnite. Yeah, as I was gonna say, it's like I've never I didn't see the appeal to it, but also I was like, I'm not attempting to try to get good at building on a controller. I'm like, that's a keyboard thing. Like, and that was another reason why I kind of stayed away, because I was like, I don't have a PC. I was like, there's no reason for me to get into this. Kind of the reason why I didn't get into Minecraft at the time as well. Yeah, that's the thing is like I think Fortnite it's been around for like 7 years. It's ingrained in our culture now. It's literally transcends generations, because you have like you see like the music is like from Nirvana and U2 all the way to like, you know, what's her face now, you know, like Sia or Ariana Grande. I mean, even they had a whole season with Eminem and Snoop Dogg. Those are old. Those are millennial. Like those are millennial, you know, musicians or rappers. You know. But and then like as far as dances go, you know, chicken dance and all that kind of stuff. So it captures all the kids, you know, and adults. You know, I've seen a lot of people on Fortnite be like, I started playing with my nephew and now I'm hooked, you know, kind of thing. And but yeah, so that whole community, so like there's a lot of people that play, a lot of people that get it, and yeah, so it's just like you can find like a lot of different pockets, especially with Twitch. Like you have like, yeah, you just start to know a lot of different streamers. People have different, like we're all kind of playing in the same thing, but also, you know, maybe a little differently. But it's like we're all on that same page in a sense. So it's kind of cool, you know, who you end up coming across and meeting and talking to. And like I said, I'm playing Lego Fortnite, but I still like to dabble. I still enjoy good PvP brawl, you know. In my old age, I just try not to be as, you know, angry about it. Yeah. And I have to say too, I think what's interesting now, I think with with millennials, and we were like I was talking about before about like collecting things and stuff. It's like our generation now is like it's like all my t-shirts are like video, like I'm wearing a Mario shirt now, like, and like I'll go to the playground with my kid and they're running, and kids are running around like 3 years old with like Sonic and Pokemon and Mario shirts, and I'm like, that's what I wear. Like, you know, there's also there's a cool thing about where the stuff that we liked when we were kids is still popular now. Ninja Turtles, they're still going with Ninja Turtles. I mean, even like where comic books have got taken to the Marvel movies now. So like it's a different, it's like a different time. And yeah, and as far as millennials go, like we still like that stuff, we still collect that stuff, and now it's kind of become more mainstream or like accepted for people to kind of be in those, like, you know, subcultures, which I'm all for it, you know. I'm embracing, I embrace that stuff. Give me the cartoons, give me the action figures, give me the Legos, and then most importantly, give me a large house with the basement that I can make and have all that stuff. But it's definitely, it's funny because like you'll see stuff now that like you've had as a kid, and now that's like selling on eBay for like a lot of money. Like, thanks mom and dad for saving. Recently bought DBZ, yeah, Dragon Ball Z shirts, yeah. 20 years later. And did they just come out with like a new Dragon Ball Z too? I'm pretty sure they just came out with the new Dragon Ball Z. Well, why you don't want to? There you go. There you go. Look at this. Look at this. And then we get some stairs. Get some more stairs. These stairs, are these the ones? No, these are two vertical. Oh, these are the vertical ones, huh? This is what we're gonna use. No banister on them, huh? That's how we're doing this. I guess that's weird. I don't know how I feel about that with the like no space. Oh, there's some space. Confession, I've not watched DBZ since I was 12, but I dropped hella money on nostalgia. It don't matter. It don't matter at all. Like, what was it? I have Sonic shirts. I haven't played a Sonic game in like forever. It's like you can I'm all about that, just appreciating, you know, the culture, the for what it is, you know. I don't have to keep up on it. There was there were 2 years where I was able to dress up as like pretty good Halloween costumes. And one year I was Steve Jobs. He just recently passed away, so I was like Steve Jobs as an angel. So I had like a halo, like I grayed my beard and everything. But then the other time I dressed up as Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. I got the pork pie hat. I shaved my beard. I had the goatee. I got the different, like I had different glasses, and you know that was that was a pretty easy costume, but people loved it. But at the time, I didn't watch Breaking Bad. So people like be like Halloween, and people are like, "Oh, this show's so awesome." I'm like, I haven't seen it. I mean, since then I have, but you know, I'm like, you know, it is what it is. It's like I know the show's good. I'll watch it eventually. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, what's going on here? What did I do here? What is this? Yeah, I did. People like that one. It was funny though. Some people were like, that's fucked up. I just wore a turtleneck, and then like I grayed my beard, and I had like the different types of like different glasses, kind of similar to these. Oh, you did? You met? You saying Heisenberg, or you met Bryan Cranston? Or you just met like a sick, really smart chemist drug dealer. Let's see something. That's awesome that you met. I drove Uber and he got in my car. That's amazing. He seems like he'd be a really friendly person to talk to. Cause like he's somebody that like got famous like way later on in life. I remember him in like an interview like talking about that. Like, yeah, he's like, I was kind of all right with like where I was. Like I was doing commercials and that kind of thing, and that kind of just worked out for me. Oh, hold on a second. Hello. Two things. Hey, JMax. Yes, I did. Have you bested the Storm King yet? Yes, I did. Got all the trophies. Rock and roll. And I talked to him about juggling for now. That's awesome. He probably also appreciates that since he's like a performer, and so like that's like performing and everything too. That's where that's gotta go. This kind of works. I don't know if I want this here. This is like a little weird. Guess I'll get over it. Also, one other thing. I want this one. I want this one. Yeah, I got lucky. First time I fought the Storm King, I beat him. It was pretty intense. I did like I tried to over prep. I got all my weapons to legendary before I fought him. I made sure I had the storm nectar or whatever, the storm juice, but also I recommend if you can get it, the blue sushi, the black and blue sushi, because that gives you 2 extra hearts. I still frick this up. Come on, man. Come on. What is this? But he got me to download his audiobook. Oh, that's cool. I guess, right? What was it? What was his audiobook about? Is it like a biography? There's a 16. I just want to point out how lame it is that they made this Lion's Castle piece and the Majestic Manors pieces, and they're literally like the same freaking pieces. They just got different things on them. Like, give me a break. Talking about how Epic does some things really well. That's interesting. Sometimes I wonder though, like you write a book. You like out of all things to write a book about, you're like, I'm gonna write. You know what? I want to write a book. You know what? I'm gonna write a book about me. Again, it could be interesting, and then people like have life lessons and things that you learn about, or maybe some publicist or somebody's like, you should write a book about yourself, and it's like, oh, you know what? That's a good idea. It's like that's the one topic I know a lot about, right? But I just always thought about that, or like, kind of on a side thing is like when you see like a store, and it's just named after the guy, like, hey, welcome to Mike's. Like, I'm gonna start a business. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make sandwiches or something. It's just like Mike's Sandwich Shop. Like you could think of, or Joe's Saloon. Just their name. Papa John's. And that's even more like audacious if you think about it. It's like, yo, not only is my name Johnny's, but I'm the father of pizza. I'm Papa John's. It's like, hey, let's go to Uncle Tony's. I always think about that, or like, or even like musicians. Sometimes I think about like musicians who do where like it's like their album, and then they just put their own face like completely on it. I mean, I guess a lot of musicians do this, so it's not like this odd thing. But sometimes I think about that where it's just like out of all the cool pictures and stuff, you're like, let me just get a picture of myself and stick it on the front. But then again, I guess if you're trying to sell music or you're trying to sell something, you just basically are pointing out that like, people recognize if they want to hear your music, they see you. I'm a musician. I will never name an album the name of my music name. Yeah. I hate it so much, the self-titled album. Yeah. Yeah, that's always an interesting thing. Yeah. Plus, I also feel like it's a missed opportunity to kind of be creative with like your album, or like come up with an idea. Like, hey, do you want to listen to Alice in Chains by Alice in Chains? Yeah, it's like, it's kind of redundant too. Although I mean, I still think it's a missed opportunity. I feel like some bands you could maybe be like, oh, you don't name it anything. You just like, it's just like self-titled. But I don't know. And then I don't know. Like, I guess you could make an argument sometimes. I think for like the putting your picture on the cover, but sometimes I just think it's like people for like a long time people be hating on selfies. Oh, everyone take pictures of themselves. It's selfies. It's so self-indulgent. It's like, look around, man. Look at everybody that like writes books and stuff. That's like, who's on the cover? It's their face. This is pushing it, but I also hate the beginning of show's first episode being called the pilot. I mean, I kind of agree. Like, the thing is like, yeah, like if it's the first ever episode, well, it's like if it's the first episode, it shouldn't be called a pilot. Like, the pilot should be like, like, I don't know, like I feel like if they're using that as like to get the show on the air, or is it like a testing thing? Just banned and blocked one for showing fake interest in me, my channel, only so they could pitch a helpful tool for growth, where they, the bigger channel, would make money. Oh my god, that's lame. Yeah. Sorry you had to deal with that, Rob. That shit. I always am skeptical of people that are selling like a thing where it's just like, well, if you're already making a lot of money, why do you need to show me to do this, how to do this thing too? I don't know. And in this sphere, as far as like content creation and like streaming, it's like that's all like my algorithms now are just coming up with like, use this for editing. You could use this. How to make your videos go viral. I'm just like, oh, I don't know, like. And you want to maybe like check it out. You want to kind of be open minded, but so many stuff is like, just do this, 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 and this. It's like, oh, now give us your email, and or it's limited time, or it's just like, fuck. That's why sometimes it's like better just to kind of keep your head down and just kind of like, look up every now and then, see what's going on, and just kind of do your own thing. I try at least, Like I saw something. I'll walk on the treadmill now for like 20 minutes a day, and like I like to like look at like some YouTube stuff while it's going to just pass the time. Let a man stream for fun. Sheesh, yeah. And this and I came up. It's like 42 things new streamers should be doing. I'm like, I'll listen. Let's see what this guy's got to say. And like some of the stuff is like too much. Like it kind of was good, but then also like it's like too much. I don't know. He was like all the big streamers. It's like, go into your stream with like a plan of what you're gonna do, and I'm like, so that could work. Some people that could work for, I think. Like I've said before, I can talk a lot, and I don't think I have a problem in the talking department. But like some people it's a bit harder to do. They're like, think of 3 topics that you should be talking about and focusing on. I'm like, if you're playing a freaking game, like I don't know, like. Just certain aspects to it where like it made sense, but then also like this is a little overdoing it too. Thank you for that, Rob. But it's like, and there's always a thing where it's like I'll also, speaking of banning, I'll also like. When it comes to like some streamers and stuff, and it's just like when people are like, you gotta go do this, you gotta go do that, blah blah, make sure to do this. I'm like, well, look at these really popular streamers. It's like, I don't think they do that. They don't have that. It's like, that becomes this weird like mixture of like, is this good here? Is that too much? I think it's good. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. It's like a mixture. It's a mixture, and then truthfully, that's like the thing with a lot of this stuff. Whether it's like celebrities or like things when they're like, this is how I did it. It's like everybody's path is just different. Everybody's gonna like, some things are gonna be similar, and some things are gonna make sense, and then a lot of stuff is gonna just be different. Like even when people are like, this is how I got successful. You need to be doing this, and it's just like. That doesn't. It's not success in any aspect. In my opinion, it's just it's a lot of luck, and it's just kind of finding your own thing. Yeah. And then there's the fact that only 10 to 50% of content creators make more than 50K. What works for A does not work for B. Luck is a huge. Yeah. I mean, luck is like to me is like the main factor. And then, of course, like, people are like, you have to network, you have to do this. It's like, well, I don't know. I'm not good at selling things. I feel like it comes off always as disingenuous. Like have ulterior motives or something. And I'm like, I don't like, I can't do that. There was an interesting thing. I caught what's his face? Conan's like podcast thing. And he was talking to John Mayer. And regardless of how you feel about him, John Mayer, like I caught some clip where he's like jumps right in. But yes, if I can do it, anyone can do it. No, it's such BS. There's so many different circumstances. But so John Mayer like jumps right in. And he's like asking this question about why when he talks to a lot of SNL like pre-cast members or current, he always leaves feeling like the conversation didn't go well. And they started talking, him and Conan started talking, and he wasn't being like a jerk about it. He was just curious like what that kind of thing was. She paid 100K student loans in 3 years, and she was able to do that because she was able to rent the condo. Yeah, like that kind of stuff is nonsense. There's always like something behind the scenes that they don't mention. You know, like, oh, just start a business. It's like, yeah, but you already came from a point where like you had knowledge of this or this and had some extra money. And you know, not to say not to be a naysayer and don't be a Debbie Downer, but like there are other variables. But anyway, John Mayer was talking about like how he, you know, always would leave these conversations with like ex SNL casts kind of feeling defeated. And he was asking Conan like why, because Conan used to, you know, worked on SNL back in the day and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And they started to go into this like idea of like how he like they were talking about how some people like they use these two comparisons. They said they were givers and defenders. But the idea was like, and I think we've all been there where we've run into people or talked to people. And like, you know, you could leave certain conversations and just feel, oh, that went well. Like I was happy to see them. They were really happy to see me. The things I said, they laughed at. They said stuff to me. I thought it was good, like just good energy. And we left and like, you feel good about the conversation. They actually mentioned, Conan mentions how whenever you talk to Tom Hanks, he always makes you feel that way. He kind of like Tom Hanks has got that kind of vibe where it's like always like chill and good. You always leave it feeling up. Because, but sometimes there's people that, you feel like you make a joke and they kind of like don't respond a certain way to it, or you think they may have got insulted by it, or you're like, oh, I don't know, did I make a fool of myself? Did I say something like what? And it's like you don't feel right. And John Mayer was saying how he feels like he's a giver. So when it comes to conversation or creativity, he's like, I'm going to give, and I'm gonna hope that you meet me at that same level, kind of thing. And like that's kind of things. And then he said there's some people that are more like not that they're defensive, but the idea is like they're the defender, where like they don't just extend like that. And John Mayer was saying, he's like, I extend and I feel like they don't reach me and I fall flat. And he was saying, well, some people kind of don't get their energy from doing that. Some people have to kind of hoard their energy. And it was kind of like, and then it was like, today I was thinking about that. Yeah, and today I was thinking about that, how like, okay, so then there's givers, there's defenders, and then I was thinking about how there's probably also then takers that actually just take your energy, kind of, or take your vibe, or take whatever, like if you're doing things that are good, they kind of want to latch on and pull more from you. So which is why some people are more of a defender, and they got to kind of keep that. I don't know how I got onto this, but like I was just thinking about like that kind of thing where I guess it's because you find maybe like if you're running into success or you're running into some kind of cool thing, there's people that are like will want to celebrate you and help boost you and meet you there and come from a good point, and there's other people that just want to kind of take that energy and maybe more use it, like that guy that was like, oh, I'll help you, you know, I'll help your stream out, and then it's like, well, that's really, you're just trying to bring things to you, kind of, you know. But Conan was kind of saying like a lot of comedians can be that way, just because comedians, like their energy or where they come from can be like, you know, they are more guarded with it. But I thought it was kind of interesting kind of take with that. Now the question is, what kind of windows we working with here? I like these ones. These are like, I have to say though, thinking back onto like Tom Hanks, sometimes I wish I could be like, to have that kind of level of like, or just to always feel like you're good, or like you know, you're making the right choices, or you're being friendly, or you feel inclusive to people, or you make them feel good about themselves. You don't let the small stuff get to you, like really be zen about things. It's very hard to be zen. People talk about it like, oh, let's just, you know, just be chill. And I think the funny thing is a lot of times the ones that are like really play up that as like a part of their personality, like, oh, let's just be, you know, like chill. It's like you end up finding some, like, there's some video of them goes viral of them like flipping out on some store clerk or something. And you're like, oh, you are not chill. That's what. This is kind of a cool little... I made like a whole house on top of this. This castle's going... It's gone crazy now. I love this music. Maybe I should put another... No, I go like this. And you have vampires. It's like it's a real thing. I mean, now we have like rooms in this castle. You know, like before we didn't have rooms. There were no rooms. They were just hallways. It was nonsense. Look at this view. Look at this view. Let's see. Should we do another set of those? I do like them. I don't know if I can do another set. To be honest. Smoke. I don't know. It won't let you. It won't let me. The little hangover thing won't work. Do these have hangovers? Yep. Can't do it. That's fine. Interior. Do I do another one? Like, how'd that look? Double. Double. Yeah, why not? Well, I forgot this side, huh? I think it's funny that, like, for some reason, out of all the pieces, this one is still just uses wood instead of stone. This is like the great mansion up here. It's like the... Wow, this is gonna be a maze. This is definitely a maze of a place. Yeah, but now it looks like a proper castle. Where does this go? Oh, this is a room up here too. The little room. At the little room, you come down. You go here. What goes across here? Oh, then you're out here. Question is, do I go around it? I do like keeping it open. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah. I'm gonna finish these and then the stairs are over here and kind of come up. Kind of come up again. I don't know if I'm gonna get the roof on today. I say, oh, Mr. Bigglesworth, thank you for the follow. And Creator Lab, thank you for the follow. Heck yeah. Seeing on TikTok. Getting some TikTok love. Word up. What we're gonna do, I think I got an idea. 5, 12, 12. What's the difference? 5, 12, 12. Lordly Knight's Castle. 5, 12, 12. They look any different. Dub Zeppelin, thank you for the little heart thing. I appreciate that. I think it's just a bigger window. No, I don't even know. Well, oh no, there's a... What's going on here? I put the wrong piece. Where'd that piece go? Down one? What happened? What am I missing? Right there. What is that? I'll fit that in there right here. Doo-doo. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the height. Maybe one of these is like... Oh. Is that what it is? That one's there. No. Oh, one's got the thing on it. Maybe that's the difference? I don't know. I'm just going to put a wall here. I'm just going to put a wall right here. There's not a medium-sized one? It's not gonna fit. Oh, fine. Fine. Be that way. Be that way. Alright, this is a pretty cool little manor on top now. I'm feeling it. How do I feel about these banisters, though? It looks good, though. Look at that. Look at that. Like a giant mansion thing on top of everything. Feeling it. Put a house on top of there now. This is going to be a room up here. People live in here. You see? So now we got all the villagers in their own rooms and stuff. You know what's kind of cool too is like when you come into this, it's like you just come in and then like you're in this like city. Look at that gift. Got a red pepper. These are gonna be the workshops down here. You're all working down here in the shadows. This will be the kitchen. Okay. And this is storage. You kind of come up. This is a this could be a room here too. This is gonna be cool because it's just gonna go to something else. Some sky deck or something maybe. We'll figure it out. And this goes through here. This again goes down. Come across. Stairs up. People living good up here now. And then you go into this. Basically like a mansion. Someone can live down here almost. I should probably make this a door too, actually. This is gonna be a door. The heck? Give me this. This fit? I'll put that there. Now this can be a proper room. Word up. I think that's gonna be it though for this eve. Unfortunately, don't have much other time. It's Friday. Parents are actually gonna be coming in. Actually, you know what I can do? I got a little time. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go wake up my son and take a little bio break, and then I'm gonna probably play a little bit longer. And once again, my son does not like to be woken up. Ugh. You know, he's like, I don't know if I have to get him. We have to get him checked out. Cause no, I don't think he's doing. Is he going over there to... Hold on a second. I don't know. He always... I think he uses the idea that his eyes hurt. We should probably... Because he says like he's sensitive to the eyes. Like to the light. But it's just like... If I don't mention anything, then he doesn't complain. And so I think it's just his way of like getting the curtains back closed. But now we got to put a roof on this thing. And this is going to be not easy. Unless... we do like a split thing. I did that on that roof. We'll figure something out, I think. We could probably do... Or maybe that side would be easier to do. I see. I'll try to get some of this roof done, maybe. Probably. Hate. Like there's where... Maybe that... Then I can kind of... Well, no, because then that's got to go to that. I mean, I guess we could do that if... we bumped it up. But even then... like, write something like this. Probably like this. We'd have to probably put a whole floor down. I think we have to put a whole floor down. Man, whenever I put like an extra floor down, it just makes me want to like put more, like another level. Or like an addict. I'll have to figure something out. I think that might be the best bet though, is to like even maybe possibly have a second stair thing that goes up to like a little balcony then, and then put the roof here and then have this as like an actual like castle thing. That might work. Oh, Leo's coming. He's coming. But I'm gonna save this for another day, I believe. I think today I'm gonna have to end the stream at this moment, but not exactly yet. We're gonna go for a little let's see who's on right now. You know, actually we should go to? I was saying earlier, Opie Openstein. Opie Openstein right now, he is doing a 24-hour stream. So maybe we should pay him a little visit. He's going.
Oh, go, Sarah, go.
Let's see. But now it just seems waiting for the host. 4 o'clock, 1,000. Maybe he took a break. Doing. I can't do more than 4. 25 streams. Yeah. It says here he's doing, subathon, 24-hour stream, V-Bucks giveaways, Lego. When's this thing ending? 17 hours. Who else we got going on over here? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go pay our good friend. I would probably stay on a little bit longer, but since now I got the parents coming in and it's being Valentine's Day and we're probably going to have to make reservations and plans to eat and stuff like that. Oh, Dub, thank you for that. I just caught that. Sorry, I just missed that. Dubs, thank you for the complimenting my castle. It's looking a lot better than it started with, which was just a giant prefab on top of a rock. But hey, sometimes I think when it comes to making things, when you make something ugly or not good or something you don't like, it's actually more fun because then you don't care as much about it, so you're not as precious about it. So you'll take more risks and not, hold yourself back. And then the thing that you didn't like ends up being your favorite thing because you just was like, I don't give a shit. I'll just put all these things and do this stuff. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, now I like this even more. But anyway, I'm going to raid us out for us over on YouTube land and TikTok. Thank you guys for tuning in, checking me out, and for the follows. Hopefully you come on back. Y'all have a good day. Mitsan, have a good day. Let's go see how Opie's doing. All right, let's do it. Boom. Let's go see what he's gonna say with that.
Hey, doesn't
Oh, snap.
Oh, we're going through the ride.
Okay.
Yes. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. We will let you guys get a couple of games in on this words on stream, but just know that I am about to go back to Lego. And we're going to go ahead and do us a little bit of a world tour and show some of the new people here some of the stuff I've been working on and some of the builds I've got going on.
All right.
And some of the stuff I've already
Everyone else,
built.
you guys take care.